Welcome to our general knowledge quiz. How much do you know about the United States? We've prepared 50 questions with 10 seconds to answer. Let's go. What is the capital city of the United States? New York, Washington, D.C., or Los Angeles? Washington, D.C. is the right one. Which U.S. state is known as the Sunshine State? Texas, California, or Florida? Florida is the right one. Who was the first president of the United States? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or Thomas Jefferson? George Washington is the right one. What is the national bird of the United States? Bald eagle, robin, or hawk? Bald eagle is the right one. Which of these rivers is the longest in the United States? Colorado River, Mississippi River, or Missouri River? Missouri River is the right one. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed? 1776, 1783, or 1812? 1776 is correct. Which state was the 50th to join the United States? Alaska, Hawaii, or New Mexico? Hawaii is the right one. What is the largest state in the United States by area? Texas, California, or Alaska? Alaska is the right one. What amendment to the United States Constitution guarantees freedom of speech? First Amendment, Fifth Amendment, or 10th Amendment? First Amendment is the right one. Which U.S. state is known for its peaches? Florida, Georgia, or California? Georgia is the right one. Which war was fought between the North and South regions of the United States? Revolutionary War, Civil War, or World War I? Civil War is the right one. What is the highest peak in the United States? Mount Rainier, Mount Whitney, or Denali? Denali is the right one. Who is known as the father of the Constitution? Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, or John Adams? James Madison is the right one. What is the national flower of the United States? Rose, tulip, or lily? Rose is the right one. Which state is known as the Lone Star State? Texas, Arizona, or New Mexico? Texas is the right one. Who was the first female Supreme Court Justice in the United States? Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Sandra Day O'Connor, or Elena Kagan? Sandra Day O'Connor is the right one. How many Great Lakes are there in the United States? 4, 5, or 6? 5 is the right one. What is the national anthem of the United States? America the Beautiful, My Country, 'Tis of Thee, or the Star-Spangled Banner? The Star-Spangled Banner is the right one. Which state is known as the land of 10,000 lakes? Wisconsin, Michigan, or Minnesota? Minnesota is the right one. What is the largest city in the United States by population? Los Angeles, Chicago, or New York City? New York City is the right one. Who was the President of the United States during World War II? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, or Dwight D. Eisenhower? Franklin D. Roosevelt is the right one. What is the smallest state by area? Delaware, Rhode Island, or Connecticut? Rhode Island is the right one. Which city is known as the Windy City? San Francisco, New York City, or Chicago? Chicago is the right one. Which state is home to Yellowstone National Park? Wyoming, Montana, or Idaho? Wyoming is the right one. What does the DC in Washington, D.C. stand for? District of Capital, District of Columbia, or District of Congress? District of Columbia is the right one. Which state has the most national parks? Colorado, California, or Utah? California is the right one. In what year did the United States gain independence from Great Britain? 1776, 1781, or 1800? 1776 is the right one. Who was the first African American to serve as a justice on the United States Supreme Court? Thurgood Marshall, Clarence Thomas, or William Hastie? Thurgood Marshall is the right one. Which president is featured on the $5 bill? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, or Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln is the right one. What is the largest desert in the United States? Mojave Desert, Sonoran Desert, or Great Basin Desert? Great Basin Desert is the right one. Which state is known as the last frontier? Alaska, Hawaii, or Montana? Alaska is the right one. What's the minimum age for a U.S. citizen to vote in federal elections? 16, 18, or 21? 18 is the right one. What famous American speech begins with 7 years ago? The Declaration of Independence, the Gettysburg Address, or the Emancipation Proclamation? The Gettysburg Address is the right one. What famous monument was gifted to the United States by France? The Liberty Bell, the Statue of Liberty, or Mount Rushmore? The Statue of Liberty is the right one. Which city is known as the birthplace of jazz music? Chicago, New Orleans, or Memphis? New Orleans is the right one. What is the oldest institution of higher education in the United States? Yale University, Harvard University, or Princeton University? Harvard University is the right one. What's the most popular team sport in the United States? Baseball, basketball, or American football? American football is the right one. What is the motto of the United States? In God we trust, e pluribus unum, or land of the free? In God we trust is the right one. What is the largest U.S. state by population? Texas, Florida, or California? California is the right one. What river runs through the Grand Canyon? Colorado River, Missouri River, or Rio Grande? Colorado River is the right one. Which former American colony was known as New Amsterdam before being renamed? Boston, New York, or Philadelphia? New York is the right one. Who is the author of the American classic Moby Dick? Herman Melville, Nathaniel Hawthorne, or Mark Twain? Herman Melville is the right one. Which NFL team won the first Super Bowl? Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay's Packers, or Kansas City Chiefs? Green Bay Packers is correct. In which state is the Hoover Dam located? Nevada, Arizona, or Utah? Nevada is correct. Which U.S. state is the only one made up entirely of islands? Hawaii, Florida, or California? Hawaii is correct. What do the 13 stripes on the U.S. flag represent? 13 founding colonies, 13 presidents, or 13 wars fought? Founding colonies is correct. Who was the first American astronaut to orbit the Earth? John Glenn, Alan Shepard, or Neil Armstrong? John Glenn is correct. Which state is known for producing the most corn in the U.S.? Iowa, Nebraska, or Kansas? Iowa is correct. What is the name of the U.S. holiday celebrating the end of slavery? Juneteenth, Memorial Day, or Labor Day? Juneteenth is correct. What iconic and U.S. landmark was completed in 1886 and stands on Liberty Island? Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, or Golden Gate Bridge? Statue of Liberty is correct.
Let the fun continue with one of our exciting games.